will be outnumbered. The valor of my men stretched to breaking. The enemy? Merciless. The Senate expects defeat. Yet the goddess Fortuna favors the bold. They must be divided, scattered, conquered. I will trade their blood for power.
So here we are back again as we defend an attack by a rather large navy. But I don't think it's going to be a big problem because they're all levy freemen. And I have a full stack army, half decent garrison army, and then a pathetic little garrison fleet. But for this battle I put a time limit of 20 minutes on it. It's one of the very few times I do this. Usually I play with no time limit at all because I don't like having to well, I don't like losing because the time's run out basically. But in this case I know that they have such a large navy that they won't be able to land all their troops. So if I were to allow them to... if I were going to keep the time limit off, then the battle would never end. For some reason Creative Assembly didn't think of that. But now is not the time for whining. Now's the time to win the battle. So I have a rough idea what's going to happen here. The navy can only land along those sort of predetermined points, so you're going to get one boat along each sort of chunk of coastline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my garrison units, and I can tell they're my garrison units because they're half hurt. I'm going to put them in front of this gate here. So basically I'm going to take my garrison units, have them defend this gate, and I'm going to have my late Roman Imperial Spearmen and have them defend the other gate. I'm going to have my legionaries as the mobile force. And that's it. Should be very simple. And we can get back to the campaign proper. In that campaign, yeah, we've got a very large attack coming down from the north, which is a pain. Put my skirmishers here.
Infantry! And your shields up!
And it's a pain because I need actually to take out that tribe in the middle of my land before I do anything else. So I'm gonna need to take Caesar and have him go south before anything else. And then of course the province will be unhappy when I take it, so I'm still dealing with the sort of southern problem, as it were, which is slowing me up. So I'm just going to have to deal with the north as best I can in the meantime. I'm going to keep my cavalry. They're not going to do very much, I expect. I'll just keep them in the main square. My ballista could be quite handy, so I'm going to put one. You're going to put them in sort of general firing range, and then they'll do their own shooting. I'll put one here. I'll put one there. Just let them pick their own targets. I don't want to deal with them. gonna have enough to think about. As I said, my main legionaries are going to be the force that deals with the attack. I'm going to put 3 here, attacking testudo, 2 here, attacking testudo. Archers, put them here to begin with. Actually, I'm going to put my cavalry just behind. So their first attack will be here. The gates are open for some reason. And oh, forgot about these guys. Just pop them in here somewhere.
Skirmishers!
I do hope you're enjoying the series. I've noticed with all series that the numbers drop off of people watching it, which is not surprising. Very few people follow a series through to its conclusion, especially when it's such a long one like this. These are enormous campaigns. I don't know, I mean I could be up to 50 episodes by the time I finish this, who knows? Let's get them to shore as quickly as possible. But I'm going to keep going regardless. I will finish this series, even if it kills me. Whether I do well or badly, I'm going to finish it anyway. I think that's for my own personal satisfaction as much as anything. This is, as I've said before, you'll be sick of me saying this, but this is one of the hardest campaigns I've ever fought, and it feels like a decent challenge because of it. I quite like that. Let me just get this other unit. If I can beat this, I'm thinking, then that is... I've sort of confirmed my mastery of Rome 2 and can then move on to another game. And as I've said before, I'd love to play the Great War Total Conversion mod for Napoleon. That's quite a navy, isn't it? Look at that. Quite a navy. Let's have a look at you. It looks quite imposing. It's actually not very scary at all, but it looks quite bad. Also noticed there are some Chinese units that have come out for Total War Rome 2. Very impressed with the accuracy of it. They look fantastic, and my friend and I, a good friend, we've played all of the Total Wars right the way through. Kind of in tandem, really. That detail. And we've said for a very long time that the next Total War should be set in China. You know, during the Three Kingdoms period, the time when they had civil war. You know, ancient Chinese units, and they just, I mean, they had vast battles on a scale that Europe couldn't really comprehend at the time. Enormous, enormous, enormous. And it just seems perfect for a Total War game. You have all the ingredients. You know, you could have an enormous map, sort of on the scale of Empire. An enormous map you could have. Big long games, excellent graphics, incredible battles. I mean, it would have everything. It's not to say they would release it properly, but it would still be a good game. But someone would fix it eventually, once the modders got hold of it. And then it would be brilliant, just like this. I was very disparaging of Rome 2 when it came out, just because it was broken. Any decent studio who releases a game in a messy state they're just idiots. I'm sorry, but really, you know. And I know that you have testing issues because there are so many different kinds of systems and whatnot, but the guys at GTA can do it, Rockstar can do it, so Creative Assembly's owned by Sega. It's not exactly a small publishing house. You should be able to get it right, and all it does is do them damage, so self-defeating ultimately. Makes me wonder why they bought. I'm not going to rant. Nobody likes a ranter, but it ain't that hard. And as we've seen from DayZ and Rust, I've started playing Rust as well now. There's absolutely nothing wrong with releasing a game in an alpha state or a beta state, and you get your audience with you. They test it with you, and you gain an incredible amount of goodwill because of it.
Orders understood. Quick march. At speed. Legionaries.
It was good to see, by the way, that I had some very good feedback on my first ever gaming documentary. I did a documentary on DayZ, the history of DayZ, and tweeted it out, and the guy who actually made DayZ, is called Dean Hall, retweeted my tweet, which was nice. So I had about 10,000 hits in 2 days. Very satisfying. It was my first ever piece of gaming journalism, and I really enjoyed it as well. I enjoyed making it because I write for a living, and being able to use some of my skills with an area I'm really interested in, it's ideal, really. Oh god, you've got no chance, have you, you little men? So yeah, that went very well, and if you're interested, just go to the homepage on my YouTube channel, and it will be there as the first video. It's then broken. Yeah, now I've started working on a second one about Rust and the history of Rust, the guy who made it, and the guy who made it was also the guy who made Gary's mod, which was extremely popular. So that's another interesting one. It's one of the reasons I started playing Rust. Oh, they're not breaking, they're just very wisely running away. Yeah, so found out a few interesting things already about Gary's mod. So Gary's mod, if you don't know, it was a mod for very popular Half-Life 2, and it was just amazingly popular. I've never played it myself. Half-Life 2, I've started playing that game because it's rated one of the best games ever made for PC, but it's not really my kind of game, so the good thing about having a YouTube channel is it makes you sort of broaden your gaming horizons, as it were. So I've started playing things that I wouldn't otherwise play, which I think is a good thing. I seem to be becoming more and more interested in this area, gaming, and for sure it's a massive industry, isn't it? So yeah, if I can do more, maybe I could even do something with it later in life, who knows. They do say you should always do something which which reflects your interests. So gaming would suit me. I'm a writer and I like gaming, so who knows what might happen. The main thing is I enjoy it. If you can do something not because you want money, then you can keep on doing it for a very long time, I think.
Legionaries!
Just keep at it. And yeah. That's a bit of random rambling. In the feedback, by the way, oh, here they come. I do like watching things. Oh, there's that oil. No chance. Burning oil. Can you imagine how that would have, how destructive that would have been? I mean, running into it. Oh God. Incredible. Whoever did it was incredibly brave. And yeah, there's a thin line between that and stupidity. But I think it's so easy for us to forget how utterly brutal war used to be. Face-to-face combat. Face-to-face. We'd be looking the man in the eye. The man who you kill, physically stabbing him and watching his blood spray all over you. I mean, hacking somebody to death. Right up until the, I don't know, 17th century, really? 18th century? People would, for the most part, just be hacking each other to death for the actual mainstay of the fighting. It was only really around the Napoleonic era, colonial area, when guns became the most important thing. Let's cavalry charge, finish these guys off. Let's line them up properly. A little jittery. Yes, so let me finish my thought. I was saying, yeah, you know, with the journalism, documentary type thing for gaming. If you have any ideas, things you might like me to do let me know in the comments. I do read all my comments, so if there's anything you want to let me know, any ideas you have, do tell me. Ooh, brutal charge. This is one of those nice battles that you absolutely know you're going to win. You can just sort of you can just fully enjoy it. I don't think they're going to get away. Actually, there's some cavalry after there. Oh no, they're going to get wiped out by archers. Oh, we don't want to run that way. Don't run that way. Oh. Oh, they like that. No chance. Right, so that's the meager attack from that side defeated. They're trying to push through here. I think I'm going to send my archers up to add fire. Let's have them run up here. Have them at range. Probably have them pour burning arrow fire in there. Break the morale of the enemy. That seems to be the main attack. And then there's this smaller one that's already failing here. So I'll send my legionaries up this side. It's almost too easy, really. But that's that's why I put the time limit on it. At least we don't need to watch for too long. Oh, they're going the wrong way. Yeah. I was thinking, could I do a documentary on the history of the creative assembly? I don't know. Would it fit that sort of format that I've used for DayZ and Dean Hall? I don't know. Let's just check my units not too damaged. No, they're fine. So the enemy have 5.5 minutes. So nearly. Ooh. Ballista have joined the fray. Afraid they'll be damaging my units as much as the enemy. No, okay. Let's just watch this. There should be burning oil coming from this as well. Doesn't look like there is for some reason. So you have standard levy freemen fighting the elite, the Roman Empire. No, it wasn't an empire at that point. It was almost an empire. They have no chance. Oh, here come the arrows. There's the ballistas. So as well as other documentaries, which I think may be my niche. If there are any other games you'd like me to do a series on, let me know that as well. Like I said, I do read all my comics, so good to get some ideas. Here come the legionaries. Ridiculously easy battle, but I had to play it because the AI always screws these things up. So there's one on that side already. You know, my cavalry, where did I put them? Oh, yeah. I was going to move them, but I can't really. There's no point even flanking. This is going to be over fairly shortly. Let's see if we can get some good equipment. It's a bit harder to control. I'm using the keyboard keys to move it, and then I bought a second monitor, so I'm playing Rome 2 on one monitor. It doesn't stretch across two, it doesn't record well. So I can't use my mouse to touch the sides of the screen on the right side anymore. They're just getting slaughtered. I'm going to pull one new out there. Yeah, 2 units. Be taking too much damage. So, if you see my other videos, you know I always look after my men. Let's get them out. So, when the first rank get too tired, I pull them out and let the second get involved. There we go. So also, actually, it's going to line them up for a lovely charge here. Good Roman charge. Some blood and murder. Oh dear. Yeah, so the having to use the keyboard keys makes it just a little bit more jittery. I do like this Blood Gore DLC. It's worth 2 quid. And I know it's all designed to extract more cash from us. And for the most part, you know, if the DLC is a bit crap, then I wouldn't bother with it. You know, they just released one for animal units. I mean, that was a bit much. Yeah, but something like Blood and Gore, I mean, that's just fun. And it improves the game. Especially if you're doing videos, I mean, why not? Everyone wants to watch something nice. Oh! A fair few arrows to say goodbye with. This was utter slaughter. It's good because, I mean, I'd seen those full stacked navies before. Ooh! Oh, Roman just died. Kicked in the face. Yeah, that's the end of their attack. Just got this one unit, they must be Oathsworn if they're still there. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're shattered as well. And that should be the end of the battle. Oh, the time's run out. There we go. Done. Excellent. Look at those stats. So how do we kill 2,500 for 250 lost? Yeah, I know, 1,700. They lost 2,500, we lost 250. 2 armies were obliterated, one was... yeah, that'll do. Very nice. Because I'd never actually checked out those navies on the on this coast here. I was assuming they were full stack armies, so I was a bit more worried about that than I needed to be. Levy freemen are not a problem at all. Let's see what else happens. I think I may start recording slightly. Oh yeah, so this is that village up in the north that I have no chance of defending. I'll show you in a second. I think I might start recording slightly longer episodes because otherwise it's just going to become, you know, 50, 60, 70 episodes, and that's going to be a bit much. They sacked my settlement. Dear oh dear, it's very naughty. Yeah, I can't see that. I'm destroyed, settlement lost. Yeah, I know that. At least my income's improved. Food is okay. So I don't need to worry too much about that. Let's just see what's happened with the sabotage, because these enemy agents are just killing me. It seems like they've not actually done any damage this turn though. They've made my province very unhappy though, which is a pain. I mean, I could do with taking out some of their units, but I also need my spies to make sure the enemy isn't attacking. I need eyes on these guys here. A very large army, but they're all... It's not a mixed army though. No cavalry. Very few skirmishers. So if they were to attack a walled settlement like that, shouldn't be a problem. Right, so I was pulling this army here up to defend that. Let's just replace that one lost unit, which is a cavalry unit. I can't build any, and they are 170 a turn, which is too expensive. cavalry unit in this game costs 77 per turn, so I'm not going to pay almost triple. I can put an extra one on that guy, because I can recruit just south of there, so I'll leave that for the moment. Mark Antony. Yes, I'm pulling you back to defend the east. Just absolutely necessary to ward off any attack there. I have a natural defense in these mountains, as you can tell, because the Nervii, if you remember, are at war with them, but I have this natural defense here. So as long as I can keep this town, shouldn't be a problem. I want to build a workshop here, but don't really have the money at the moment, so just going to keep an eye on these guys, keep Mark Antony there, and just hold in the east. And that's just because I have this natural barrier. It's a natural place to defend. The only place they can come through is over the mountains. If they do that, they're going to take damage for coming through, if it's winter anyway. But it'll also be very slow, and as long as I keep a spy around here like I'm doing, I should see them coming and then be able to counter that. So at least I can take care of the east. And that right. So I have this army, this threat here. I need to see what they are. Let's see if I can use my guy. Did that help a little bit? Ah yeah, okay. So, yep, pretty much as expected, typical Gallic units. They do have some archers. It's a reasonable threat to 2 full stacks and a little bit. I could probably hold them. Yeah, I could probably hold them. So I'm not too concerned about that. Vienna. Again, money. Do I want to spend it? I need to take this province here, this town here, Basio. This is the fly in my ointment at the moment. I need to take these guys. Who are they? For Commentarii. My former client state, who now hate me. I have to get rid of them, and that's a must, because if I can get rid of them, then I know the east, I know that I can hold the east. The west is okay. I've got a walled town there, and I can begin to again just regain the initiative. If I can destroy these armies here in the middle, remove that threat first, and then maybe take out the west. Gonna do all my campaigning in the west here, I think, really, unless the Ojui declare war. I'm really hoping they don't. I know they won't become allies again. I've tried that before. They hate me.
Gods of the afterlife, spare my arms.
It'd be nice to have a non-aggression pact, but I don't think they'll do that either. That would be ideal, actually. I wonder, if I were to offer, I'm just curious, would they do it even... So even if I offered all my money, they still wouldn't do it. Yeah, so... I still have a big threat from the Ojui. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. So I need to take these guys. What? It's spring. I'm gonna have to do a sneak attack as well, because there's no road leading to that settlement, so it's prime ambush territory. Need to be careful as well. I've attacked, when I attacked Vienna, it was against a similar sized army and I lost, because you have 2 full stacks, 2 half stacks, and a garrison, and that's a lot of troops. That's a lot of troops, and And I got overwhelmed last time and I lost. And I don't like losing, so I think I'm going to finish off this army here. And I think I'm going to make a slightly unbalanced decision and add some extra legionaries, heavy legionaries, because that's going to be a lot of... I just need to hold the line. Basically, if I'm going to take that, and it's not ideal, because I would have an imbalance, and I don't like that. I like a good force that's very flexible. But maybe I can just have an extra spear unit. I think when I raise my next army, I'm going to start using more Gallic troops. I think that's... the game is sort of weighted in that direction here. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that decision. But I need to start moving this army. So before I do that, it's a bit designed a little in a strange way, in that I don't know why they did this. You can raise troops, but if you do it, makes your army stationary. So you have to wait till you have to move your army first, and then move your troops. It's just a bit strange, you know. The fact that I had to cancel my recruitment and then move my army, you know. Move Caesar south. Am I going to be able to attack next turn? Maybe. If I can, I'd have to rush Caesar through. Oh, I've got too many artillery units. What have I done? Eh? Oh, so Caesar's got the artillery from the other army that was destroyed. Ah, this isn't good. I've not got... this is not balanced, you see? Not balanced at all. So I'm going to recruit an extra unit. So they've got too many archers. And they lack archers. And they don't have enough melee troops. And they have too many melee troops. Okay, this could work. And they have the artillery that they need. Okay, so if I can get these armies to join up, we should be okay. Just gonna move him south. Could do with hiring mercenaries. Yeah, there we go. We do have some available. Very expensive, very expensive. I don't like that. I may hire next turn, just before the battle. Instead, this down here, I was very worried about rebellion there, but they seem to be improving. The agents seem to have stopped causing trouble. So it looks like maybe finally I can move this army away. Excellent. Okay, so they can recruit hoplites. That could be very handy. Hoplites are incredibly tough and they'll be very useful against Russian Gauls. I think I may hire them now because I'm not going to be able to do it next turn. If I move into the next province, I don't think they're going to be available because this town down here was Greek. It was a Greek kind of colony before. And they're very expensive, 200 a turn each. But 2 of those could be incredibly useful. So I think I might get them now. Move them over the border close enough to attack. I think. Just thinking about how to do this. This is a horrible place to assault, as you can see. I mean, that approach. If I come through the forest, if I don't have the initiative, I'll get ambushed. Ooh, Vienna's not happy. So I need to take this quickly. I have to do all the attacking in one turn, basically. And with that in mind, I think it might be better to wait until next turn, move all 3 armies in, take another turn, hope they don't attack. If they do, I'm buggered. If they don't, I should be able to get away with it. And then surprise attack them. Let's just see what happens. Their agents are just screwing me up. Okay, it's not too bad. Are they moving south? Not yet. Yeah, the enemy agents are really causing me big... See, they've damaged that. Causing me big problems. That's expensive. Oh shit, here we go. Oh, they're attacking. Right. Interesting, they're actually attacking. There's 2 alliances. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure they're not good. I'm sure they're not working in my favour. Oh shit. Ah no. So they're working together. They're coming down my western flank. Oh dear, they're going to penetrate if I'm not careful. I need to take this province quick, get it done, so that I can go back and deal with that western threat. We're going to have... right, let's put this plan in action. Hire those. Let's get them up. I just hope they don't attack. If they attack, I'm buggered, basically. Let's get Caesar. Maybe I can... No, I'll mix them up next turn. No, this turn. I need my melee. Need my melee troops in the front line. I'm going to attack with Caesar. The archers can come in support. Yeah, that's better. Could do with those hoplites in the front lines as well. Yeah, that's a decent attacking force. Very heavy. That's nice. Okay, so that's those units positioned. Let's just check the east is okay. Yeah, they're okay. Let's just finish this, round this army off. They're missing a unit of Spearmen. Everything looks okay. Make sure there aren't any armies coming. Nothing to worry about. Okay, now. Look at that, I'm starting to get swamped here. I'm trying to decide in the west, do I attack these two armies or do I wait? Waiting could be very costly. I can keep that town and I can keep that town. But if I attack, do I have the support of the... I don't have the support of the garrison, so they've positioned themselves just far enough away. And they're going to bypass my walled city, and they're going to go down and start taking these, the weaker ones. I'm going to take some damage as they invade, I think. So I'm going to need to take this and just leave as quickly as possible. I need to begin raising other troops. There's no point raising them here because I'm going to lose that. Pretty sure I'm going to lose that. So I think maybe here, begin raising a new army. See if I can reinstate a legacy. Yes, I can. This will do. Always go for cavalry units. I'm just going to go for heavy melee as much as I can afford. That's going to be the most important in a defense. I'm going to have to hold key walled towns while I lose ground. Basically, they're going to take that, they're going to take that. I'm going to take this, and then we're going to have to push back west, push them back out again. And hopefully the momentum should take them out of Gaul entirely. Right, I'm going to take one more turn, and then that'll be the end of this episode. Let's just hope they don't attack in the middle. If they do, I have a problem. Yep, nothing I can do about that. So this is why it's such a hard campaign. Everyone is attacking. Ooh. Okay, so they've come back to this city in the west, the walled city, but instead of navies this time, we've got 3 full stack armies. That is a problem. Okay, that's the end of this episode then, and I'll start the next episode with that battle. The good thing is they're not going to be able to use this artillery, so they won't be able to break my walls down. They're going to have to come through the gates, and they can't land enough troops at the back to rush my 2 open gates. So I can win it. I may lose a lot of troops, but I can win it. And I'll do them a hell of a lot of damage in the process. Anyway, guys, thank you again for watching, as always. Hope you enjoyed it. And check out the next one to see how that battle goes. Cheers.